So, you think we'll have to train anyone to use their character today?
I don't know. We'll see. Not many 60s on actually. Lots of lobies. Oh, and I'm streaming GSF by the way.
Oh, so this entire conversation's going to be on it?
Yes. From what I just started when I said it. So.
Daredevil comes out Friday. I don't know if you're interested in that, but it looks like it's going to be awesome.
What is?
Daredevil?
Oh yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for it.
I was reading reviews all day at work, and the lowest score I saw was like 4 out of 5. Like, everyone is raving about it.
Yeah, everybody was pretty excited for it, so.
The trailers look awesome.
Yeah, I'm still behind on my Agent Carter and my second season of Shield.
I hadn't watched any of them since like episodes 3 or 4 of Agent of Shield, and then I was doing just some leveling on Star Wars, and I downloaded a bunch of them and put them on the external hard drive, and then played them through my PlayStation while I was just doing kind of boring stuff. And it was a good way to like. They didn't require my full attention, and if there was an important moment, I could just stop what I was doing and take a look at them. It was a good way to watch them.
No, that's pretty much what I did for all of season 1. I would watch it from the night before, put it on my TV that's right above my monitors here.
I like to use Netflix, but Netflix sometimes gives me a big lag spike that'll knock me out, just for a brief second, just enough to get me out of SWOTR, and then I can't do it. Like, I can be fine for like hours straight, and then it'll be like, boop, oh damn, I'm gone. And then like once it's even slightly disconnected, it can never recover from that. Like if I'm start to like lag, it's done.
Oh no, I hear you.
But yeah, it definitely, season 2 of Agent of Shield definitely gets a lot better.
I've seen the first half. I just haven't caught up to the second half that just started, basically, pretty much.
Oh, you saw till like she became an Inhuman and that guy died.
Yes. Yeah, that's literally the last thing I saw, since I think that's the last of the first half.
That's actually, so yeah, that's where I am on Agent of Shield. But I did watch Agent Carter, which was pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen the first 5 episodes. I think there's what, like 8 total or 9, something like that.
It's a very short season.
Yeah. Don't even know if they're coming back for number 2, but we'll see.
I don't know what the ratings were like for it.
I heard they were decent. Not amazing, but just enough. I'm doing shit for this fight.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. had such a slow start that it kind of, all the ABC Marvel shows are probably not going to have to like fight off that stigma.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, while you're here, do you want me to tell you some of the ideas I had for your site? I got your mail.
Sure, yeah. I want them handwritten, though, or not handwritten, but, you know, send me a mail with them.
All right,
No,
I'll mail it to you in Chicago.
If you want to take that extra step and do it, by all means.
Sure, give out your address on Twitch. I'll write them down too, but while I'm here. Basically, an events calendar kind of thing. I assume you're going to change the aesthetics, right?
Yeah, I'm up for changing whatever on it, you know.
The event calendar, conquest leaderboard, and like individual. I don't know how feasible that is. I don't. But like how each individual is doing.
I can do that, yeah.
Would you just have to manually update it by checking it every time, though?
Yeah, basically.
It's probably not worth it then, because people can just log on and look. Maybe some, like, an operation, like links to Dolphy, and then like a how we do the operations kind of thing, with videos from your Twitch and YouTube thing.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Twitch finally started working now where I can actually, all the Twitch videos I make are actually saving to YouTube now, which is nice. They weren't before for some weird reason.
Maybe some like character tips or like conquest guide. You know, basically this is what conquest is. That's how you do it.
Well, I've got that link to Dolphy's website directly for that at the moment.
I guess a forum.
Okay.
Oh, maybe like something for people who want to do certain flashpoints, like have people sign up with their role for I want to, you know, like lower level ones. You could have people sign up for doing a flashpoint at a certain time, like trying to get involved in that.
Okay, I see you. Yeah, I hear you. I'll say a lot of this stuff where people have to sign up for is a really big turnoff for some reason, and has been the big vein of why previous websites have not worked with this guild.
In that they don't want to make an account?
Basically, yeah, and then they don't want to check it. They don't want to have to go every couple days and look at it, and they don't want to go there to get their information. They're basically lazy when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because, I mean, we've tried websites with... I had an old website with Guild Portal. That didn't go anywhere. I had a website with Engine I had fully tweaked out and whatnot, and that didn't go anywhere.
took it to them. Way to go.
Next V8 has connected. Next V8 has joined the channel.
So when did I get kicked out?
Right after I said they were lazy, and then you commented about something, that was it.
Oh, that was a while ago. I was probably talking for a while then.
Oh, that's funny.
So what ideas did you have for the site?
Well, basically, I just wanted to kind of expand the help section a little, get ideas of what a really
What was that? I lost you there for a second.
yeah, sorry, is Pep asked something. Basically, a help section, something that we could find would be useful for the group or the guild, and go from there. I don't want this, I don't care if people sign up. I'm not focusing on that part of it. It'd be nice if people did and then participated, but I doubt that's going to happen. As long as it's a resource that I can say, someone asks a question in the guild and I say, hey, go to the website, and they can get whatever they pretty much need. That's what I'm looking for. So, and things like, I was thinking maybe make a go find a good discipline calculator out there and make a whole what do you call it, like a, basically I would go through all the specs and say, here's what I would have for this, and here's what I would have for this, and then people could take what I made and then tweak it themselves or use it, and then maybe make a section for you, what you would use for your utility points and minor tips for every spec that you know.
Okay, yeah, so what I was saying with the class tips kind of thing.
Yeah, just expanding on that, but really getting visual heavy in it, so that people don't have to sit there and read. They can just, if they want to take the easy way out, just copy and paste our skill tree and go that way.
I'm also fine with doing a bunch of duels and just kind of like, this is how I do it. Like, click, click, click. Though I don't know how to set up Twitch. You probably have to do all the recording stuff.
Well, that's fine, yeah.
Get a little video editor and be like, alright, I start with this. You can see that Nixva is doing blank. He'll try to interrupt with a force wave here, stuff like that.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad if we take a couple of the classes that we're good at, like our main 3 classes or whatever, or for me, like I would have my tank.
Well, with my Imperials, I can just meet you in Outlaw's Den.
Yeah, well, anywhere, since it's PvP server.
I feel Outlaw's Den would be the proper setting for it, though.
True.
Though we could just get each other achievements wherever we wanted to go, just with the killing things.
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad either.
Probably a cheap and expensive way to do it. No, wait, you don't get you don't have to repair if a player kills you, right?
That's correct.
Oh, which encryption do you want? Logistical, command, engineering?
Engineering. Just always pick engineering until I say otherwise.
Yeah, you always say that and I always forget. It's a week later, to be fair.
True. I just assume that since it never changes. I have high hopes in people.
And that is your problem.
Yeah, that probably is my problem usually. Dead, son. You dead. Some of these GSF are pretty lame.
Bad?
Yeah, like the last two, I've just been floating around with my bomber, and we had one though that was really good. It was 50 to 49 with the other team winning. Our bottom three players had 22 deaths and 0 kills.
That's impressive in a bad way.
I know, and it was me and Ispep, and he had like 22 kills, and I had like 12, but I think I got all my, I was repairing the whole time on a bomber, so I had good damage, but a lot of assists.
Oh, we decided to invade Tatooine?
Yeah, I thought we had enough bodies that participated. Yeah, Baron didn't do his usual Tuesday morning phone call for me, so I ended up having to get on at right after work, basically, and picking.
So Oricon is for Revan's Legacy. Oh, all of the operation things are ×2.
That is correct.
And that's the only bonus Oricon has.
Yeah, I don't know why they even threw Oricon in there. It's kind of just like, here you go, we'll add an extra planet.
And that's going to be a tough one, so I got to make sure to get that win this time so I can get the invade Oricon achievement.
Oh, like get your 35k over there, you mean?
Yeah, and I think tonight was ops night for them, so... no, but that's like normal ops, so it probably will be other nights I can do... What was it?
Yeah, I mean, each ops, if you do like the older school ones, level 50s, that's like 9,000 each with full stronghold bonus. I'm coming for your ass. Oh, mother god. I can't shoot worth a damn.
Yeah, we should definitely do at least 1 or 2 of these, but not all of them. I gotta save some for other characters. Unless it's like Sunday night and I'm like, well, whatever, might as well just do it on one character at least. Do we still want to be parked by Alderaan?
No, I was waiting to move that actually. One of the guys in the guild was leveling there, so I thought I'd leave it.
How's this fight going for you?
Bad. It's 6 to 37.
You're the 37?
Correct.
Yeah, I'd say that's going well.
And they finally Only after I think Yaldia made a comment, they finally went and destroyed my repair drone, which was just floating there, kinda easily targetable.
They were being sporting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Ispep and Yaldia love me, because every time I see a damage boost, I just tell them where it is, and they go running for it.
I hate the Imperial and Republic fleets being just mirrored enough that like they're so similar that I get confused and like, oh right, it's mirrored. I went the wrong way.
Oh no, I hear you. I do that on the imp side all the time.
And I never remember which side I'm on, so I'm always like, oh yep, here we go.
Uh-oh. Let's finish this off. Maybe not. Run away!
So wait, Bounty Hunter Week is next week, not this week?
I guess it's next week. I thought it was this week, but...
Way to go.
Yeah, I went over here to get my bounties. No one was here.
Yeah, Ispep, Yali, and myself, all no deaths. Ispep had 22 kills, Yali had 13, I had 6. They both shared 11 assists, and I had 15. Man. Do da do da do 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 da do da do.
Oh, so I'm willing to take Z-Fit to Outlaw's Den and have you kill me and him try and stealth res me just to get him some practice at that. Take Z-Fit to Outlaw's Den. It would be kind of fun. We could be like, Camry and Z-Fit are with me, and then you come and kill me, and then when I'm dead, you jump to Camry and you two fight, and Z-Fit has to revive me before that duel ends, however it would.
That's a lot of pressure there.
Practice makes perfect.
That's very true.
And then I would get up and kill you in revenge. I mean, hug it out.
Yeah, what was it when we were doing? Oh, what was it? I brought Sokka somewhere in PvE, and I res somebody from stealth. Was that during that flashpoint we had all that issues with Zeet?
The hard mode with Zeet and Camry?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I res one of you guys first try with from stealth, and I was like, wow, that's not hard. I mean,
Oh, I think I remember that.
yeah, I mean, I've always done it. You know, it's nothing new to me, but
Well, he had it that one time when we were doing, on Friday, we were doing the second boss. But then the purple circle went on him, and I mean, instead of just aborting, he stayed in the circle and died.
oh. Well, there's one time he was doing it too earlier on, and he clicked, and the cast was almost excuse me, the cast was almost done, and he did like an instant heal on somebody. Like I saw the little line shoot out, and I heard the little noise. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Okay. So the problem is he just tries to Okay, he doesn't realize that it's a cast.
I hope so. I hope that's... Well, actually, I hope not that's the issue. I mean, you should know it's a cast. Just by seeing it.
You don't even know what to hope.
Yeah.
If we don't get massive support soon, we're all dead.
Oh, that's a Stonewise.
Hopefully Zeet's got those augments.
That'd be nice. Die, things, die.
No, but Kamri using basic attacks really helped his damage output.
Yeah, I could tell he was improving as the tips were flowing into him. I still know, like, you can see him and just know that he panics and just hits everything he can as it lights up.
Yeah,
It's like, who was it? I think Olo was like that for quite a while, where he would just panic and bang, 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 hit everything.
But yeah, I mean, it's constructive criticism. I've had plenty of times where I've made pretty bad mistakes.
Yeah, that's true. I hear you.
Larkin's thinking to himself, I've never made mistakes. Stupid Nixva.
Not that I remember. Or I'll admit.
I block all those times out. I repress them well.
Oh, I started, every time we get a new guild member, I've started sending him a mail, or them a mail, saying like, welcome to the guild, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, you know, just some bullet points basically, of what, they need to know, and which are general questions. So I'll actually forward it to you right now.
Oh, are you out of the map?
Oh yeah, we've been out for a bit.
Oh, LZNX is in Ravagers.
What? I thought they were free to play.
And he just defeated Sparky in 16-person mode.
Yeah, story mode.
We'll see what he says when it comes tomorrow.
He even asked me earlier, oh, are we going to get some ops together, blah, 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 because of the conquest? I'm like, yeah, sure, we'll wait till prime time and maybe we'll get something going. Remind me then. Obviously not. Alright, I just sent you the mail. Did you get it already, or?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. I didn't know if it was instant mail, if it was just text, or if it was still had to wait an hour, so it's a good test. Stone Rays, I see you.
I think it depends if you're a subscriber or free to play. I'm not sure though. Or if you're sending something in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I said, I was watching your Twitch videos, are the ones that we were in, and it was funny, like watching you see the moment when you looked at your gloves and then looked at the unassembled piece. You're like, that was stupid, and then you were outside, like, what should I do for like 5 minutes before you call me out? It was watching the behind the scenes of that moment. But yeah, I was not joking. I was surprised at how much I moved. I looked like, I don't know, like my character was on meth and they couldn't stand still.
Well, it's yeah, yeah. I guess you're what, telekinetic or?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm used to the old days where they would just sit their ass still and never move. So
I have played so much PvP and so much things where I have to be moving that I can't not be in the habit. Like if I'm sitting still, I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing wrong? You know, it just doesn't feel right. But it's one thing to be moving my character around and like nudging him over here a little bit, nudging her over there, and it's another thing to watch it and be like, what is this guy doing?
oh, I hear you.
Which was why I watch the other people just standing still there, especially when they're doing things that, you know, you can move and cast at the same time, and it kind of bothers me. It's like, the only time you should ever be still, especially in something that's very movement intensive, is when you're casting something that, you know, you move, you'll interrupt it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's one reason why I have a scoundrel, and the other reason is basically, you know, I like how the heals play, but I can move the whole time if I do it right for a scoundrel. So I don't know. And now that sages can move while they heal and commandos are better at moving and healing, it's just I just don't understand why everybody just stands there. I mean, I get it. It's difficult to micromanage, etc., but just I don't know. I hit numlocks a lot when I'm healing or in PvP. When I don't have to sit still for a cast, I just hold numlock, and whenever I need a cast, I tap one of the directional keys and do my cast. And that's it. So I'm, you know, never not moving. Especially on my, what is it? My Vanguard tactics now, I don't have a cast, so I can never not move. Never stop.
Yeah, so I was trying to tell Z that, you know, that thing about just being moving, and he was kind of ignoring. He wasn't listening.
Yeah, not surprised. He'll take a little as he goes.
The worst was when he kind of twisted some of my advice to do, like, way too far the other way kind of thing. He just goes back and forth between two extremes. I'm like, we're trying to get him to do more of this other thing, and he just goes, alright, I'll do only that thing.
Yeah, no, like, when I first started giving him advice, all he would do was Kolto wave. So I said, no, man, yeah, that's situational. You gotta, that's, ideally, if you got 2 or more people in the area, that's when you want to use it.
Like I was saying, when we had 5 melee, that would have been a great time to put them on.
Yeah, exactly. So my thing was, I told him, like, all you're using is Kolto wave. Drop it down a bit and start using slow release medpack, because that'll keep your upper hand up, etc., etc. And he's like, oh, okay, that's great. And now all I do is see him with slow release medpack, and then instant medpack. He doesn't even use underworld medicine anymore, which was a great fallback. But
don't they also have Kolto Cloud, which is like slow release medpack? With my Scoundrel's pretty low. I don't really know them as well as I should.
No, it's Kolto Cloud is a 4-person AoE, the 4 closest targets to wherever the cast popped off on whatever player.
That would be, you cast it on Zetron, Zetron, and that gives you like everyone around him because there's so many melee.
Yeah, no, that's what I do is I like to keep it on myself as a little like safety precaution heal, because that way I don't have to focus on looking at myself as much. So I run in the middle of the group and I hit Kolto wave while it's on myself, so that way the 3 closest people to me get it. And I usually put it on either myself or the tank, especially if there's a lot of melee, they can just, you know, suck it up. But and now with Kolto wave, I mean, you hit Kolto Cloud, then you hit Kolto wave. And oh my god, there's 2 heals taking off on him, and if you got slow release medpack already, it's going, it's great. I don't know.
I'm at this point I'm almost willing to be like, Z-Fit, you just heal Zetron. That's all you do, heal Zetron. Olo, you're gonna have to pick up a lot of slack.
You know, Olo's gonna... He's gonna panic if we do that. He's not able.
Well, you guys don't really even have to heal me. I'm so used to casting my Force Mend, my Rejuvenation, and my Force Armor on myself almost at all times whenever I have anything less than 75%, that like unless I get really in trouble, I won't really need it.
Oh no.
Oh, and when I'm doing the pirates. But I wasn't really getting healed that much. I was mainly doing self-heals as I was doing the pirates, which, like, even though I was like, hey, just throw a couple ticks on me, it'll keep me alive. And Olo was like, oh, I'll throw my stronger barrier on you. And so, no, neither one of them really got me. No, never mind. Olo did get me with his barrier a few times. I did notice that. Though, to be fair to Olo, a lot of these people were standing in things, and he was being taxed by, people just standing in wrong spots. Oh, for that, I'm willing to put someone on my focus target and pull them, like whenever they're standing in a wrong spot.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, that seems to change every week who's the bad seed, so... That hurts.
Just whisper me something like, this fight, keep an eye out on... I mean, I can try and... The problem was when I was trying to pull with... in that last fight when they were all standing in the orange Frito block, is like I couldn't quite click on them in time because I couldn't tell who it was from a distance to click on their name on the ops bar, and so that was really delaying getting them over in time.
What do you mean you couldn't see who their name was? Did you not have names floating above everyone's head, or?
No, I was so far scrolled out so I could see the whole map that like I would have to try and scroll in so it would I could see it.
Oh, okay.
And it was only a split second, but by the time I realized they're not going to make it, that split second was all I couldn't, it wasn't like I had 10 seconds to get them over there. It was like, oh, they're clearly not going to make it. Let me go and check. Oh, it's too late.
Okay. There's a lot of guys who just need to play common sense. And especially in that fourth fight there, how many people kept getting caught in the, whatchamacallit, that orange bombing run or missile run or whatever.
I admit I messed up in that fourth fight a little bit in that I could tell one moment I was zoned out, and you even called me like, hey, the boss is facing this way, and I was like, oh god, I was just clicking buttons and I wasn't moving at all. And because the boss kind of looks the same from a distance, both frontwards and backwards, I couldn't even tell he was facing me at that point. That said, I wasn't anywhere near any of the yellow stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who are just running in front of the boss. Fit's really bad at where he just runs in front of the boss, no apparent reason, strolls on up.
He doesn't move at all, but when he does, he goes the wrong way.
Oh, I know. Same with Jashaka was pretty rough on that.
He was so far out of my vision that one, I didn't really see him most of that fight. Like, he was always kind of behind me, and I had angled towards seeing everyone else. But yeah, the fourth boss, we kept losing, and I couldn't figure out how it happened until I watched your Twitch, and I was able to see it from, all the melee guys from your side, without the big boss blocking everyone in the way. It's like, oh, these guys kept getting knocked into the yellow stuff all the time, or they couldn't move out of the Frito stuff. Because we were doing fine for the most part when it was just tank and spank, and then... I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, our DPS was there, so as long as we just stopped dying, we were fine. We actually didn't get to the annoying part where... So, in every fight...
Oh, I saw a video of...
Oh, okay, yeah. Like, there's a minor DPS
Well,
swapping,
it's basic...
but...
No, you can go ahead. I saw a video. It's like a lot more that like the yellow. Like you have to run specific places. Like you think you're safe here, but if you go the wrong way, you eventually going to run out of room and not be able to run out of the orange block in time.
Yeah, that can happen. Maybe that's more in hard mode, but I know in story mode, basically the part that we kept getting up to at the end there and weren't able to push past was, it was like, basically the big boss blaster gets a big shield on him that he takes 0 damage. And in turn, you got to, oh, hold on, get my ass handed to me somewhere. And basically you have to switch to a little droid and then wait for his shield to change or something like that and go back to the big guy and keep bouncing back and forth. And then at the end it's a kind of a healing race or not a healing race, a healing check, because I have to force the little droid to do AoE on the group so that we don't get pushed off. So the healers have to eat all that.
Oh god, we would have died.
Yeah, it can be a big pain where it's, you got to jump to the little guy and do his whole mechanic, and the DPS have to stay out of his circle. And if they're not paying attention, they're going to get eaten up by his circle and get fucked over. And then you got to get back on the big guy.
And we were all melee. Like, we would have been...
Oh, I know.
Like, at some points, I would have been the only one attacking him.
Pretty much, yeah. I actually, especially when little droid does his spin, because that's a good 15 seconds, I want to say, of me just tanking him away, or maybe not 15, maybe like 10 seconds of me tanking him away from the group, hopefully not with anybody, which every time it seems someone runs with me, and then everybody has to jump back on him, beat him up some, hopefully get him down a good chunk until the next missile barrage happens, etc., etc.
I think Zeet having his augments will really help, though mainly his deaths in that fourth fight were being knocked into the yellow circles, those kind of things. Or you're running away from the group, and which means no heals on him, so the boss could slowly kill him.
Yeah, that's a lot of his. Yeah, he had a big issue with positioning, because when those yellow circles spawn, there's a lot of times you can wedge as a tank, wedge yourself up right in between 2 yellow circles, so that you're never going to get pushed into one. But he was going to the extreme where he would do a full 180 and then push the whole group into the little slots, and it's okay to do, but ideally you want to give more bodies the bigger opening. So,
especially with the blue bomb things, though they weren't that bad in story mode.
Yeah, they're not too bad. Especially, I think we had a lot of puddles and AoE heal going, so we could eat it up fairly easily. But I'll say, if you get... I've seen all 4 bombs go off, and each bomb has its own explosion, how much damage it does separately. So, like, the first one that goes off and the timer's only like 5%, then the next one's like, say, 10%, and the fourth one's 25%. But that's about health, I mean. And, Rec spam, I don't know. And if you get all 4 of those stacked together, you can pretty much... I've seen someone wipe on it where they just get blown away.
Oh, okay. Yeah, someone messaged me about a rec spam, and I don't know what he's talking about. Do you think he meant recording, like this thing?
I don't know.
Oh, recruitment.
Oh. Would you do a recruitment spam somewhere? And
No, I think you did, probably before you left. On your went to your thing. Or I haven't done one today, so it must have been a while ago.
Okay, yeah, I've been on. Oops. Yavin for quite a while.
So yeah, what I think the big problem will be a little bit fixed after we did our thing, but adding Hildstrike first of all, and telling him the rotation to build threat, plus having the augments to survive better and do more damage to hold threat better, plus having the screen zoomed out farther so he can see behind him to keep him so a line between the two of them will mean that he falls into a not yellow part will all help greatly, I think.
Oh no, I agree. That should all be pretty nice. As long as he uses it.
Z has connected.
Might have to remind him. I think he's about to come too.
Where's my repairs? Perfectly laid trap. Where are you? Get away, baby. Get away.
Z has joined the channel.
Hey.
Easy. Oh, not Kenny B. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, there. Come on, little locket. Oh, that was my secret mind. Some background music. Do 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 do.
You there, Z?
Z has left the channel.
No.
Didn't want to talk to us, I guess.
That's my Windows box.
Z has left the server.
He really didn't want to talk to us.
I don't even know what to say to that. He logged in, was like, I'm going to talk to some people. Oh god, Larkin Nixva? I'm running away. Maybe he knew I was going to ask him about his augments and didn't want to answer that question.
That's possible.
I think he would have noticed before he double-clicked to join our channel, though, that, I was there.
Well, it's a little slow sometimes.
I did like in the 5 days, that I think we hit all. I keep thinking we hit all these issues. We taught this person about this thing. This will be a big help, and then I'm now worried Wednesday that my expectations will be too high and they'll have forgotten everything I've said.
But maybe they won't forget it. They just won't use it.
Or they'll every once in a while be like, oh right, hilt strike. That's a thing.
No, it's hill bash, remember?
Either way, it's not getting used.
Yeah. So, oh. Get him. Oh, come on.
This guy messaged me about wanting to be recruited, and I was like, you know, he's in a guild, so I was like, let me know when you want to, you know, when you quit the guild, so I can invite you. He just hasn't replied then.
I had someone earlier ask me about the guild after I did a spam, and they was like, yeah, would you like to hear any more info? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, all right, what'd you like to know? And then they just log off. And that was like 3 hours ago.
That makes it sound like a disconnect then.
Well, I don't know. I would have thought if it was a disconnect, they would have gone back on and said something, but I checked. They haven't logged in at all.
And maybe it was like, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me at all. So I'm just going to assume for my sanity that like there was a, you know, a power outage and he hasn't gotten power back yet. Or he suddenly remembered, oh god, Larkin, I hated that guy.
Oh, gotcha. Really? Are they in my repairs? Those assholes.
It's almost yours. Keep fighting.
Yeah, get them. Not at my house, sonny boy. Oh.
Really took it to them. Way to go.
I don't care about the number of times I die. Second for doing shit.